the integral curves of this equation. So this is the given equation, and to get the integral curves, we can make use of these two ratios together, or these two ratios together, or these three ratios together. Whatever way that makes easier to get the solutions, right? So right now I'm going to make use of these two ratios together. So from the last two ratios, that gives dy by y equal to dz by z plus y squared. To form the linear equation, let's cross multiply. So we get dy into z plus y squared equal to y dz. And then taking dy to the other side in the denominator. So this is dz by dy equals to z plus y squared divided by y. We can write this as z divided by y plus y, right? Taking this to the other side, we get dz by dy minus z divided by y equals to y. So this is the linear equation of first order, where y is the independent variable. Why I have taken dy in the denominator, why not dz? Because if we take dz in the denominator from this equation, we get y divided by z plus y square. It is not possible to separate this, right? From this equation, we cannot get the format like this. That is why it is important to have dy in the denominator so that we can get a linear equation of first order. So let's solve this equation. Okay. Finding the integrating factor, for that we need to get p and q. What is p? It is the coefficient of z, that is minus 1 by y. And what is q? That is present on the right hand side, that is y. And integrating factor is e the power integral sign p dz or dy. We always take d with the independent variable. Here y is your independent variable. So always take the independent variable in the formula, right? Solving this, e the power integral sign p is minus 1 by y dy. So this is equal to e the power minus of integration of 1 by y dy. That is equal to e the power negative of, this is log of y. And we can also write this further as e the power log of y inverse. And that is equal to y inverse, which is 1 divided by y. So integrating factor is 1 divided by y. And now writing the solution, the rule is writing z here, multiplying with the integrating factor equals to the integral sign, writing q and multiplying this with the integrating factor. And writing here dy plus the constant c1. For first integral curve, I am taking the constant c1. Please remember, you always have to take d with the independent variable. You always have to take the integral sign with respect to the independent variable. Yes? Okay. So this is z into integrating factor is 1 divided by y equals to the integral sign. What is q? It is y. So this is y into the integrating factor dy plus c1. Cancelling this. And we get z divided by y equals to the integration of 1 is y plus c1. So we have got our one integral curve to be z equal to y square plus c1y. This is your first integral curve or the solution of the given differential equation. Let me mark this as 1. So for the second way, I am going to take these two ratios. So from here I get, so I am taking dx by dy, that is equal to x plus z divided by y. So writing this further as x divided by y plus z divided by y. We have calculated the value of z to be y square plus c1y. So I am going to use this value over here. So this is equal to x divided by y plus, what is z? It is y square plus c1y from the previous solution. So using this, y square plus c1y divided by y, right? To get the linear equation, we must have only these two variables. That is why we have taken the value of z in terms of y. We cannot have three variables together to get the linear equation. I hope it's very clear to you. Okay, writing this further. This is dx by dy equals to, okay, this is x by y plus, cancelling one y from the numerator and the denominator, we get y plus c1. So this is x by y plus c1. Very fine. Alright, taking this to the other side. So this is dx by dy minus x divided by y equal to y plus c1. So this is your another linear equation where again y is your independent variable. What is p? It is the coefficient of x, that is minus 1 by y. And what is q? What is present on the right hand side, that is y plus c1. So finding the integrating factor, that is equal to e the power integral sign p into, yes, dx or dy. It is dy. We have to write the independent variable, and the independent variable is y. So this is equal to, e the power integral sign. What is p? It is minus 1 by y dy. So on solving this, we get integrating factor to be, so this is e the power log of y inverse, or it is equal to y inverse, which is again 1 by y. So we are getting again the same integrating factor to be 1 by y. So finding the solution now, and the rule is x into the integrating factor equal to the integral sign, writing q, multiplying this with integrating factor, writing d with the independent variable, plus writing c2. I am taking the constant c2 now. So this is x into the integrating factor, that is 1 by y, equals to the integral sign. Q is y plus c1. So this is y plus c1 into the integrating factor dy plus c2. So this is x divided by y equals to the integral sign. So from here we can write 1 plus c1 divided by y dy plus the c2 constant, and this is x by y equal to, integrating this we get y plus c1 log of y plus c2, or we can write this as x equal to y square plus c1y log of y plus c2y, right? So this is your another integral curve or the solution for the given differential equation, marking this as 2. So from 1 and 2, this is your second solution, and this is your first solution. So from 1 and 2, we are getting two integral curves. So from 1 and 2, we get the required integral curves or the solution of the given differential equations. Okay, thank you and stay blessed. Have a very nice day.